So today we will discuss the topic processing of hnRNA. So see, this is DNA molecule and this is RNA molecule. RNA is a single stranded and DNA is double stranded molecule. Formation of RNA from DNA is called as transcription. So forms of RNA transcribed from DNA are called as primary transcript. Forms of RNA transcribed from DNA are called as primary transcript. These primary transcripts undergo changes. These primary transcripts undergo changes and these changes are called as maturation or processing of primary transcript. And then this primary transcript become functional. And now this functional RNA is called as mRNA, that is messenger RNA. Before processing or maturation, this primary transcript are called as hnRNA, that is H heterogeneous, N for nuclear RNA. So this point is clear. So this is DNA molecule which is double stranded, and see this is RNA transcribed on DNA molecule. This RNA molecule is called as primary transcript. So forms of RNA transcribed from DNA are called as primary transcript. So this primary transcript is non-functional. So this primary transcript is non-functional, and these primary transcripts undergo some changes, and these changes are called as maturation or processing of a primary transcript. And after maturation or processing, primary transcript become functional, and now this functional RNA is called as messenger RNA. But before this maturation or processing of primary transcript, the RNA is called as heterogeneous nuclear RNA, that is hnRNA. So this processing or maturation of hnRNA consists of 3 steps. So we will discuss these 3 steps. So first step is splicing. Second step is capping, and third step is tailing. So these are the 3 steps: splicing, capping and tailing. So these are the 3 steps of processing of hnRNA, and we will discuss these 3 steps one by one. So first step is splicing, second step is capping, and third step is tailing. So these three steps are the steps of processing of hnRNA. So see in this diagram, this is DNA molecule and this is RNA polymerase enzyme, and see this is RNA. So this RNA is a non-functional. It is also called as primary transcript or hnRNA, and this is the 5' end of hnRNA, and this will 3' end of hnRNA. So this primary transcript is non-functional and it consists of two parts, that is introns and exons. So these are exons which are shown by black color. So these are exon, and the sequences which are represented by green color, these are intron. So these are exons and these are introns. So splicing means removal of introns from this hnRNA. It's called as splicing. So see, this is RNA molecule and it consists of two parts, that is, so this is RNA molecule again, and this RNA molecule consists of introns and exons. So this is 3' end and this is 5' end, and so see, this is exon, this is also exon, this is exon, this is exon, and this is exon. So this is primary transcript, or it is also called as hnRNA. So see in the next diagram. So this is RNA which shown after completion of process splicing. So in the splicing, introns are removed and only exons are there. So introns are removed. So see, these are introns which are removed, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 introns parts shown in the diagram. So see, these are introns which are removed from hnRNA, and this process is called as splicing. So this is 5' end and this is 3' end. So introns are non-coding sequences and exons are coding sequences. So introns are removed, only exons are there, and these exons are connected to each other by means of enzyme. That enzyme is called as ligase enzyme. So with the help of ligase enzyme, these exons are attached or connected to each other, and see, a continuous RNA molecule is formed. So this is very easy, splicing. What is meant by splicing? Splicing means removal of introns from hnRNA. Removal of introns from hnRNA is called splicing. So this is the RNA which contain intron and exon. So it is non-functional. In the process of splicing, there is removal of introns takes place. So introns are shown by green color. So these sequences are called as introns, and these sequences which are shown by black color are called as exons. So they see in this diagram, here this is the 5' end of RNA, and this is 3' end of RNA. Here introns are removed and exons are connected by DNA ligase enzyme. Now the next step is capping. Capping means addition in splicing means removal of introns. This is called as splicing. Second is capping. Capping means addition of methylated guanosine triphosphate, addition of methylated guanosine triphosphate, addition of methylated guanosine triphosphate at 5' end of hnRNA. This is called as capping. So in the capping, see here, capping takes place, and in capping there is addition of methylated guanosine triphosphate, methylated guanosine triphosphate at the 5' end of hnRNA, and this process is called as capping. So what is this methylated guanosine triphosphate? So methylated guanosine triphosphates are modified guanine nucleotides. So these are modified guanine nucleotide which are at the 5' end of hnRNA. So what is the function of this methylated guanine triphosphate or methylated guanosine triphosphate? It prevents the breaking of hnRNA. It prevents the breaking of hnRNA, and it helps for transport of RNA from nucleus to the cytoplasm. Third process is tailing. So tailing is addition of poly A tail to 3' end of hnRNA, that is polyadenylation. Last step is polyadenylation, that is tailing. Tailing means addition of poly A tail. So this is poly A tail to 3' end of hnRNA, and this is called as tailing. So see, this is mRNA. Now this is mRNA. It is functional. This is 5' end. This is 3' end, and it contains only exons. And here there is methylated guanosine triphosphate at 5' end, So addition of methylated guanosine triphosphate to 5 prime end is called as capping. Methylated guanosine triphosphate is modified guanine nucleotide. It is modified guanine nucleotide, and it prevent breaking of this RNA, and it helps this RNA to transport from nucleus to the cytoplasm. And tailing means addition of poly-A tail to 3 prime end of hnRNA. So poly-A tail means A means adenosine. So A, poly means many, poly-A tail means multiple, poly-A tail means multiple adenosine monophosphates. So poly-A tail means multiple adenosine monophosphate, means 3 end of hnRNA has many adenosine monophosphates, and this is called as poly-A tail. Poly-A tail means addition of multiple adenosine monophosphate to the 3 end of hnRNA, and actually this is the stretching of RNA. By multiple adenosine monophosphate, and it prevent degradation of RNA. This prevent degradation of RNA, as well as this poly-A tail. What is the function of poly-A tail, or what is the aim of this poly-A tail? Aim of this poly-A tail is, so see, this is the diagram. So now the complete diagram is visible. So this is 5 prime end of hnRNA. This is 3 prime end of hnRNA. So at the 5 prime end of hnRNA there is methylated guanosine triphosphate, and at the 3 prime end of hnRNA there is poly-A tail. Poly-A tail means here there is multiple adenosine triphosphates monophosphates are there, means here there is a stretching of hnRNA takes place, and it helps hnRNA to prevent degradation, as well as poly-A tail help transport of, see this diagram. So this is the cell, and this is the nucleus, and this part is called as, this opening is called as nuclear pore, and this is cytoplasm. And in the cytoplasm ribosome is present. So this is ribosome. So after processing of hnRNA, the RNA is called as messenger RNA. This is mRNA, means it is messenger RNA. So this is functional RNA, it is called as mRNA, that is messenger RNA. See, this messenger RNA, formation of messenger RNA takes place inside the nucleus. Then this messenger RNA released from the nucleus, it comes out from the nucleus through the nuclear pore, and then this messenger RNA arrange in the ribosome. This messenger RNA arrange in the ribosome, attach to the ribosome, and now the genetic information which is carried by messenger RNA is now read, and formation of polypeptide, that is formation of protein takes place, and this For this, proper arrangement of messenger RNA in ribosome, attachment of messenger RNA in ribosome to ribosome, and translation of genetic information of messenger RNA into protein. All these processes are very important, and for this poly A tail is very helpful. So here we have completed processing of hnRNA, that is primary transcript, and in the next period we will discuss the topic genetic code.